Hello friends, I'm in my boat and I just wanted to kind of recap on the short videos that I posted since yesterday on the labels and the ego death. And listen, if you label yourself as a specific anything, then by all means, stick to that. But hear me out about why I don't think we should. One, the biggest reason is the label witch is a derogatory term that has not always existed. Shaman, medicine women, medicine men, any kind of healer like that has been around for a very long time. But the term witch did not come around until probably the King James era, or maybe a little bit before then. If they were talked about, most of the time I want to think that they probably referred to sorcery or alchemy, because what man created as witchcraft to hunt, it doesn't exist. Magic is real, alchemy is real, healing is very real. But the Hollywood image of what those people are and do isn't accurate at all. And people who put that label on themselves, witch, I think puts almost like a curse, like a hex. You're putting the whole era and history of stereotype on yourself and all of the bad energy that has come from women and men trying to escape that term since it's pretty much been around. The second reason is because I'm so much more than just the magic. I'm a healer, I'm an interpreter, I'm a friend, I'm a counselor, I'm a mentor, I'm part of creation. Another reason is because I think that our cultures and societies and belief systems have intermingled and clashed and merged together so beautifully over thousands of years that you are comprised of many different things, of different places, of different people, of different bloodlines, and that's what makes you so unique. And so I can't just choose one belief or one label from one culture and stick with that, because it is all within me. Creation itself is within me. So all is within me. I am all. All is me. And that is a hard concept for beginners to understand, or people who just discovered spirituality. I feel like people discover this path or a similar path out of curiosity, out of self-preservation, trying to, hold on to whatever they can after experiencing whatever tragic thing that they've experienced. But then when you realize that there's so much more to this path that you found, and you keep asking questions, and you keep making discoveries, and you keep experiencing multiple spiritual awakenings. And that kind of leads into us talking about the ego death and the spiritual ego death. If you're familiar with psychedelics and taking psychedelics, then you're probably familiar with the term ego death, because that's the thing that you experience when you have your spiritual awakening. You're shattered from the matrix, and you understand things on a whole new level. And the old you is a you that you were most embarrassed of. But then we get in this trendy lifestyle of being a hippie or a spiritualist or whatever path it is that you choose. You get on this path, whatever path you choose, and then you get so excited to have this new awareness that oftentimes you create a whole new ego for yourself, because you're essentially reconstructing your whole personality, a new identity. And some people even get this like holier than thou type of ego, like sometimes it's bad. I believe everyone has to experience that second death, that second ego death in the spiritual world, because you realize that you're so much more than you've ever been. But then when you're deep in your search and your homage to spirit, you realize that you're nothing in the grand scheme of things. But then you realize that you're everything, and everything is you. And it gets confusing at first. That's where that spiritual ego death comes in, because once you take off all the locks and all of the boundaries that you put on yourself, like closing yourself off to learning about something or saying no to reading a certain book, but once you get rid of all the boundaries that you've set for yourself and you just let spirit take the wheel, take you on an adventure you never expected, that's when true healing begins. That's when true awareness and enlightenment begins. And you don't have to look like the stereotypical hippie with the long hair and the baggy clothes and live in the woods, which I do all those things, but I'm not like a Pinterest hippie, okay? I do the things that I do for reasons. And I choose not to do the things that I don't do for certain reasons. I wear the things that I wear in my hair for certain reasons. It's not so I fit into the image of what I'm trying to be. It's not so that way others accept me as something that I want to be. I'm just me. And this is how I choose to be. And this is what I choose to do. So spirituality is so simple, but it's extremely complicated. But that's why I choose not to label myself as one specific thing. I'm pliable, malleable, liquid. Like this pond that I'm in, forming to the dam around it. But it moves and it ripples. I move and I ripple with every touch from Creator. Anyways, I hope this maybe picks your brain a little bit, makes you think a little more. I'm loving the conversations that we're having on here, and I'm so glad you're all here with me. It means the world to me to have all your support. So thank you. Love yourself today. And now think about, who are you?